Okay, yeah, we only need hay, okay. Perfect, okay, excellent, that's. Only if I get to see your doodles. Well, we don't wanna know about that. Okay, that.
That was not on there.
What we got here? So do I need to only put the camera on now?
With my controller on my desk.
It's kind of nonchalant.
Bring that in, water thing.
I suppose.
Just take care of it if they don't.
Yeah, for later.
Oh, I was more than happy to do that, Randy.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Everybody ready for the storm?
I got 8 gallons of milk and diesel fuel.
4 inches.
I'm ready to go.
We're not gonna get anything. Not the snow, it's the split. Thundering. Andy's gonna be out for the next 2 days.
I was gonna say, I think we'll see if we can, and I moved on it faster than
You did.
than I told you.
I appreciate it. I think the only thing in the way now is the closing. Scott said he was good to go or within 10 days or something.
Yeah, if you can.
5 days was maybe doable.
I usually go through Gates Land Title, but if he's got somebody who can do it faster.
I think I don't mind Gates, but I think North American seems. No, if Gates is, I don't really care as long as it's speedy. It don't bother me. I don't know. Are you flipping the switch over there?
It's already flipped.
Oh,
Okay, welcome to tonight's meeting for Tuesday, January 24th, council meeting. If you'll please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'm gonna skip ahead here real quick. And I'm gonna go with a downtown update with Brock.
Wood Fire Pizza, Brick Oven Pizza with Brent and Stacy Reed. That deal has been finalized as of yesterday. Actually, still finishing touches being put on it today with the purchase agreement. We just handed to him, fresh off the press, and now we're just looking for a closing. So Brent and Stacy Reed will be buying 206, 208 South State Street from the town for $24,000. Been a long road. Happy about that. Hoping they can remodel those and make them look nice. It also includes the green parrot. So I want to thank Tony and Lori. We had a good meeting yesterday, and we worked together and came through. So
Yeah, we want to thank the Reeds and thank the Starkeys because working together and bringing this deal together, I think we're going to have some really exciting news to share for downtown and see some building and progress. And I want to thank Brock. Brock has been instrumental in working with the Reeds and working with the Starkeys and putting things together and doing a lot of work behind the scenes. And thank you, Brock.
I appreciate
And
it.
thank you to the Reeds and thank you to the Starkeys for all they do for our community.
I would like you to approve the final purchase agreement that I had distributed and authorize probably the council president to sign any additional documents that are necessary at closing and here as well.
All right.
Actually, we've got a signed, a partially executed copy of that.
I motion we accept the purchase agreement for 206, 208 South State Street for the real estate, $24,000 for Brent and Stacy Reed.
I'll second that.
Okay, and could you also make me the signatory?
And motion that Randy, the town council president, is the signature guy.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to accept the purchase agreement for Brent Reed and Stacy Reed. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Go ahead and sign that copy and I will get that scooting around then to, other folks and try to head a court closing as fast as possible.
And I also want to reiterate that as of just a couple days ago, it was kind of hanging by a thread, and Tony came off the price of what was already a fair agreement. So I want to throw that in there.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Okay, next we'll have DLZ, and we have Jody with DLZ. She's gonna talk to us about lead in the pipes.
Well, I think we've talked about it a little bit. I have today to present to you several work orders. Let's see, the first will be the lead service line program assistance. So that's getting all of your inventory and all of the information that you need to have that's required to do the plan in the end. So that would be number one. And we've also talked about getting a PER and asset management plan together so that you can submit for funding for the SRF grants. I think we've talked about that a little bit. There are some very low interest to forgivable loans going on with SRF right now, and we can do lead service and water line. In order to get that application in, we have to submit a preliminary engineering report and an asset management. So that would be the next one. And then I also have a contract that for the Community Crossings Program Assistance. And Community Crossings is the roads and streets program that's run through NDOT and LTAP. And this is for just redoing that application and the inventory, updating your inventory to get the right roads on there.
Okay.
So that's the three that I have. Yes.
We had private discussion about raising the amount, something I'm interested in.
Mhm.
Can we bring that up tonight? Do you need a motion on that? And I just want to brief the public on, I'm throwing some numbers out there. So we're talking like $150,000 a town pays for $500,000 roughly.
It's 25% match.
Okay.
So just off the top of my head, I know that the maximum you can get from the state is $1 million. And so your match to that is $334,000. So $500,000.
Where did the 1.3 come out?
It's when you take the $1 million that you can get from the state and your 25% match, that's the 1.3.
So I would rather go for the enhanced amount, and whether we throw lighting in there, additional roads, I think it's a good program. I would like to beef that up. I don't know if that requires a motion.
In the past, what Brock's talking about in the past, we do the community crossings, and we normally get anywhere between 300,000 and 500,000, but it kind of limits us to what streets can be repaired, and so we want to be aggressive in this, and we want to start getting some streets taken care of and get them paved, and so we're going to go for the maximum amount that community crossings offer, which is $1 million, and then our investment in that would be $330,000. Last year, we did not get the grant, and we had $150,000 setback. So what we'll do is we'll be bringing that money forward and bringing that to the current year. As far as the lead pipes, the state is also offering assistance with us, and sometimes because of the level of income level for the town, since we're in a lower income level.
Just barely, by the way.
The loan is either forgivable or a very good percentage rate. So We think that's important to get all the lead out of the pipes in South Whitley, and so we're gonna start working towards that. So, those are some of the things that that Jody's talking about, and,
So do we need a motion to proceed forward with the enhanced amount, the million instead of the $500,000?
we'll need a motion on all of them.
So I motion that we go for the $1 million match program. Well, it's 1.3 once you add ours in there. So technically $1 million, and then we're paying. How do you want that to state, Greg?
Thank you, Bart.
How do you want me to?
Just that we would authorize DLZ to complete and apply for the maximum amount of crossings. Is that
That would be
adequate?
perfect.
I motion we allow DLZ to go for the maximum amount for the town of South Whitley through community crossings.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to increase the amount for the community crossings up to $1 million. $1 million match. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay, motion carried.
And can we make sure we get Walnut Street in there that got left off from a name mistake, please? On the motion.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Just so you know, our next step will be to get with you, determine which roads you want, and also which roads need to be updated in that inventory. So we can get those together. We gotta submit some things to NDOT. The actual application won't be due until about August.
So I was also talking to Mike today and with you the other day about lighting.
Yes,
Can that be combined with this?
we cannot put, you can combine it, but it is not eligible for the million. Can't use the $1
Okay.
million towards it, so.
So
it
there's
would
no
be-
match for that.
Correct.
And I also talked to Dale late tonight before I came in here. I haven't thought of him, but Dale said there might be something available for the new lighting through EDC.
Those.
Should be 2 copies.
That's for community crossings. Okay. And then we'll need a motion also on the lead pipe.
Motion we allow DLZ to proceed forward on the lead pipe removal program.
I'll second it.
There's been a motion and a second to continue with the lead pipe program through DLZ. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
We're making a He's waiting for a horror body.
Too many papers.
And we get.
Okay, so there's a motion and a second on the floor to approve the state program for the lead pipe through SRF. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Aye, okay. Opposed? Motion carried. All right.
And just so you know, that one will move very quickly because those applications are due March.
Oh, okay.
So,
If we get everything signed.
Thank you.
do you have any questions for me?
I don't myself.
Thank you very much. We look forward to getting, we've already gotten a little bit rolling.
Make sure, please.
So there's copies of each, then the one.
I'll leave one here and I'll just take one. That way you don't have to worry about getting it.
Just concerned for the clerk treasurer.
Wasn't signed.
Sorry, you must have had an extra copy in there. Hey, I wanted to be prepared.
Okay,
Very much.
thank you, Jody.
You may wanna give that set to her, and
Yeah,
she's
just sign
attested
these.
these.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Judy. Next, we have the Whitley County Humane Shelter, and we have not, go ahead.
So, we got a letter from, the Humane Shelter, wanting to renew our contract for 2023. Our current contract, we pay $5,000 a year to cover any animals that are dropped off there by our police department and our public. After talking with some clerk treasurers in the area, us paying $5,000 is a lot. So we have counter offered to pay $1,500 a year. And we will only pay for the animals that the officers drop off. This is what Cherubusco does, Columbia City does the same thing, Manchester does the same thing. So that is what I'm waiting on. Obviously, we're taking quite a bit of money from them, so I'm sure she's taking her time looking over what I gave her, so that's where we're at. with
So
that.
we'll table that until the next meeting. And next, we have the Planning Commission vacancy. I would like to submit the name of Ian Farrago, who lives up on Sunset for the Planning Commission.
I'll make a motion to approve that. Ian?
I'll second.
It's been a motion and a second to approve Ian Farrago for the Planning Commission. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, Crossroad Bank signature.
So we have to remove Pam and Pam from the Crossroads Bank account. Currently, how it is the clerk treasurer and the deputy clerk are on the account. So I just have to have in official minutes that you guys approve
Okay,
those signers.
we'll make that a part of the record of the meeting that Pam Hoffman is no longer to be on the account for Crossroads, and Alyssa will be on there instead, and Jenna.
And then, yeah, Pam will have to.
Oh, and Pam will.
Why don't you go ahead and put it in the form of a motion, so
Okay,
say that you guys voted on
All
it.
right, I'll make that a motion.
A motion, we remove Pam Hoffman, Pam Waller from Crossroads Bank for the town of South Philly
And authorize.
and authorize, Alyssa, help me out, I'm drawing a blank.
Nepple
Alyssa Nepple as the signee
Jenna.
and Jenna.
and Jenna Reef.
We got it?
Yep.
I'll second.
It's been a motion and a second to remove Pam Hoffman and Pam Waller from the Crossroads account and authorize Alyssa Nepple and Jenna Reef as signatories for the account. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. Okay, next we have appointment of redevelopment members. I'm just going to read their names. These are people that have been, are on there now, and we're just re-upping their term. Some of them are appointed by me, some of them are appointed by a school corporation, some are appointed by YouTube. But we're just gonna group them all together in one list, if that's okay. And we'll approve them in one full swoop. Teresa Carano, Karen Jordan, Ryan Knoll, Brian Rose, Brock Watterson, and the Whitco member is Annette Arnold. So I need a motion to reappoint all those people.
I motion we reappoint all those people to the redevelopment commission.
I'll second.
It's been a motion and a second to reappoint Teresa Carano, Karen Jordan, Ryan Knoll, Brian Rose, Brock Watterson, and Annette Arnold to to the redevelopment commission. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. Okay, next, MediaCom contract.
So MediaCom came in last week and gave us a quote on changing the clerk's office phone lines and internet and the police officers' phone line. With just the police department, we're gonna be only adding $5 more to their existing bill with MediaCom. And we're gonna be completely alleviating their $283.96 bill with Brightspeed. And then for the clerk's office, MediaCom has a deal right now where we will be only paying $169.90. And we were paying $269.96 with Brightspeed. They did their site survey today. So they said that there should be a guy in here next week. You did say they're gonna have to come in through here and go up and over to get to the modem on the other side of the wall, so. But yeah.
Do
A
we,
motion, go ahead.
do you need to make a motion on that? Okay, go ahead.
A motion, we approve the MediaCom change through the clerk.
And I'll second that also.
There's been a motion and a second to approve the MediaCom contract for the clerk's office. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay. Agreement, public input.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, I'm Renee Enger, I clean the town, and I've been noticing that, the wage increases, and I did get one this year, and I'm only part-time. Usually I get at least a 2% or 25-cent increase per hour a year, and I was wondering if I might be able to get that increase. Maybe I was just overlooked this year. Because I haven't seen
No,
it.
you should have got a cost of living increase.
for everybody.
Yeah, it is for everybody, yeah.
Because everybody got a 3%, but I didn't get anything.
Yeah, you'll get a 3%.
Okay,
Yep.
will that be retro, or will that be just starting from my next paycheck?
Should be retro. That was the way it was passed. It was
Okay.
oversight.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Sorry about that.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
And while we're on that, I received a call from Pam Waller. Had a good conversation. She disagrees with her not getting a bonus. I see it both ways. She left in September. She didn't leave, she retired. So, I make a motion, we give her a prorated bonus. Everybody got $1,000 bonus. So if we do 9 months at $83, comes out to $747. Make the motion, we give Pam Waller a prorated $750 bonus since she retired.
You retired at 11 years.
Correct, she's 11.
Okay. So there's been a motion and a second to approve Pam Waller for the bonus prorated for, what was the amount?
$750.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Also, is there anybody else for public input? Okay, I'm gonna, go ahead.
Do a little update.
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. On the trail, we do have a nice marker showing the end of the trail, nice bright color. And there was a crew in to clean the trail.
Really?
That looks really nice. I cleaned up the little bags. I said I would do it, so I did it. And I'm glad the crew didn't have to do that. I noticed today one new bag.
Good job.
Yeah. Doggy bag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So just to let you know on that, but I appreciate.
Is it
all the
in a
cleanup.
certain area that?
Yes,
Okay.
it is all one place.
The area you and I talked about, we both kind of wondered.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
can't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say
Yeah, I
anything.
can't.
Correct, we already had it.
But thank you.
Well,
for
thank you.
getting things
Thank you
done.
for bringing that up and, yeah. We
Appreciate
appreciate
it.
that.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Okay. I want to skip back. I had an interview with Randy Gothrop last week, and I would like to hire him. Uh, and I would like a motion to go ahead and do that and to hire him. We have an open spot that hasn't been filled yet, and so that's the spot we're filling. And
He's willing to possibly get certified in shadow camp along with anything else. And he's currently employed at the elementary right now. He's on his own business, was it refrigeration repair?
has a lot of
Pretty qualified.
knowledge on mechanical things, and he wants to give us at least 10 years, and so I think that's a good move for us.
I motion we accept the hire for Randy Gothrop for town of Southfield.
I'll second that.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to approve the hiring of Randy Gothrop for the town of Southfield. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. All right. Dave's not here, Kent is not here, but we have a couple apps.
Yes. He gave me these before he left. They're just one of them is just the last one from the Community Crossings grant. It's the last app, and then this one is from
Okay. First, we have a invoice from Donahue for the work on the Washington Court area, $345.
Is that the left station?
Yeah.
Mhm. I motion we accept the $345 Donahue invoice.
Motion and a second to approve the Donahue invoice, $345. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next, we have the long-term control plan, compliance plan on wastewater treatment plant. Pay app number 29, and this is the final. 80,848.99. Is that correct?
So that's the last payment.
And then we'll be on to phase 2.
Again, approve this.
There we go.
And I make a motion to approve contract application for payment number 29.
I'll second.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to approve pay app number 29 to Ottenwiller for $80,848.99. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I didn't need to sign this up. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah.
For him? Okay. Michael?
Two updates. The complaints received on the property to south of the bridge by Thompson Brothers. That's what I'm talking about. So I just want to clarify that is not in town. That section, we really have no say so on it. I talked to Scott Wagner, actually got an email from Scott Wagner last week. Property owner is taking care of the blocks. It's not natural. Everything else is natural and can be there. But that's that.
Whose responsibility is that? It's not ours. Who does it? Is it
This is county.
It's just the county's.
Next thing, last week, Officer Fannin and I and two experienced canine handlers with FM canines. I'm sure everybody's seen on Facebook, and picked his new partner. I think will be very good for the town. He starts that training February 27th. He'll be gone for 6 weeks. Next thing I have, I think everybody's already aware, but Community Harvest starting this Thursday will be Williams Way at Halfway Drive. A huge thanks to Tony Starkey.
Yeah.
Tony was out there with me on that.
Absolutely. I want to thank the Starkeys again for helping us out with the move and offering their building back on Hathaway where they can park the truck and they can have traffic go through there. So we appreciate that.
Very much so. And the last thing I had was I had Yale River Trail on my list. Community Corrections did a great job cleaning it up. They said spring, let them know they come back.
Sweet. All right.
That's all that I have.
Greg?
I don't have anything beyond work with Brock and Scott Garley, so we'll continue. to try to
While we're,
sharpen that.
yeah, and while we're on with Greg, I didn't thank Greg, but Greg got on that timely, and I was at his office yesterday. He's a very busy man. I talked to the secretary. He's full, and he made that happen today, and I appreciate that. So thank you.
Welcome.
Alyssa?
You're probably tired of hearing. So I'm doing year-end things, and because some of our accounts are a little not balancing like they're supposed to, I have to do some transfers. So this is just the appropriation transfers I've done. Those are all within the same funds. I do have one that I left on the printer, that will be a pretty significant transfer from our rainy day fund to our school resource officer fund. The way that his pay has been distributed, it hasn't been coming out of the right account, so we have to rebalance all that out. So
Coming out of the
it's
school account, I know it's kind of a 70-30 deal, isn't it?
The school, when they bring it in, we put it into this fund, but we don't ever take we take his wages out of there, but then over the summertime, when he's not working for the school or during Christmas break, Thanksgiving break, those are all still coming out of that SRO fund, and that's not where they should be coming from. So we're negative, a little over $33,000. So we have 40,000 in the rainy day fund, and with some guidance and mentorship from other treasurers, I have been told it'd be a good way to take the rainy day funds to get that negative, and then when we get the payment from the school, refund that rainy day fund, so that I can close the end of the year. So with that.
Okay, we'll take a motion on that resolution.
I motion we accept the clerk's rainy day fund transfer.
I'll second that.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to transfer funds from the rainy day for the SRO and also for reimbursement on the accounts. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Did you approve those ones too?
Yep.
Okay. The last thing I have is, we've been going through some of our boxes from a long time ago and kind of trying to clean up our file boxes in our storage unit. They're running out of room in the water treatment plant. So one of the things we used at the bank was this company called Shred It. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it, but what they do is they give you this bid that's secured on site. You can fill it. They come pick it up once a month for a fee. I talked to the guy. He said that for $99 a month, we could get the standard size, which is 32 gallons, and they would pick it up once a month. Now, that $99 is only if they pick it up, and I don't think that we would have enough in the next couple of months, where we could skip a couple of weeks
Be every
and just do every couple of months.
I think this is the kind of news at the sheriff's department. 'Cause we have, files that need to be shredded on site, so, yeah.
And I have
I'm
some
fine
more
with that.
information about them, if you want.
Is there any way we can take like a lot of old files and scan them and put them on digital?
Are we making sure we're not throwing away things that we need? Are you guys going through all of them? Or,
Well, this is to start that process. We went through some of the things that we had shoved in places in the desks, and then,
How far back-
extra,
how far back
extra,
does some go?
extra copies of some
I just
things.
wanna make sure we're not throwing
No.
away valuable information from
No.
30
Or
or
if it's-
40.
Yeah, or historical.
I'm okay with it as long as we are viewing every document we're throwing away.
I am too.
That's all I have.
Okay.
You want a motion for Shada?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take a motion to approve January 10th regular meeting minutes.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Oh, yeah, okay. There's been a motion and a second to approve January 10th. The regular
meeting
meeting minutes. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion Take a motion to approve claims. 130,401.73.
Make a motion to approve claim 130,401.73.
I'll second.
A motion and a second to approve claims $130,401.73. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is payroll. Week ending January 10th, $9,948.70.
So moved.
Second.
Been a motion and a second to approve payroll. Week ending January 10th, $9,948.70. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. Okay. The motion to approve payroll week ending January 16th, $9,187.42.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve payroll week ending January 16th, $9,187.42. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, anything else needs to come up before the board? All right, entertain a motion to adjourn.
I motion to adjourn.
All in favor? Meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
That's
Mr. Bowers.